And we're back, and let's see, first of all, it's gonna be sunny. It is Thursday, and I do have to mention something. I went actually online to see if I could find any information about how to unlock Van and Ruby, because I was thinking, the game has been out for about a month in Japan, so I'm sure somebody somewhere has already written down the information, because as we've been looking around, I didn't encounter them. I didn't encounter them in my own file, although I was further along. So I looked it up, I found information, and in order to unlock Van, you need the first house upgrade, and you need to have given the Harvest Goddess a total of 30 offerings. They don't have to be on consecutive days, you just have to give her a total of 30 offerings. As for Ruby, the only thing you need there is a total of 75 offerings to the Harvest Goddess. Same little requirement, they don't have to be on consecutive days, just a total of 75. Which is very interesting, and I wish I had known that ahead of time, because, well, I probably would have unlocked Van in my personal file by the time had I known ahead of time that I just need to keep giving gifts. Or offerings. Upside, I know now, and since we are currently on day 3 of giving the Harvest Goddess gifts, and here is Saiba informing us that he now has the brush available, yes, and on sunny days your horse automatically goes outside and it's just wandering around on your farm. So, do kinda have to look around for it. So, some foraging, and since I now know about the whole offering thing, I'm just gonna keep giving the Harvest Goddess gifts. Let's see how long I manage to pull this off before I end up forgetting, because my short-term memory is not the best, / when I get into a game I often forget that, hey, I wanted to do this and that thing when I totally forgot about it. Oh, I can do it the next day. And then I immediately forget about it again. Hello, Gots. And here's some honey. And more foraging. Let's see, anything else? Jennifer. She seems to really like flowers. So, I know that she likes the Moondrop flowers, and I know that she likes Pink Cat because the reaction to the two flowers was the same. Also, I was actually double-checking my videos after I uploaded them, and I noticed in the second video, the previous one, in the area, in the new foraging area, I walked right past a toy flower. It's a toy flower, not a tri-flower. Either way, this is the mountaintop. We haven't really looked at it yet because, well, usually there isn't anything up here. There's nothing to forage, there's no event here from what I know. The only time I ever come up here is on Fall 5th when Doug is closing the inn because it's his wife's death day, and he goes up there to reminisce about her. And fun fact, playing this game, it does make me remember how fast time flows in this game. There is Dazai. Don't quite have the money to get the brush. I do want to mention, as a mixture of doing it in the original version and in the remake of my personal one, I actually went to Barley's. And I was like, wait, where's the brush? You told me you had the brush available, and then I was like, no, wait, it was Cybera that had the brush, not Barley. Also, I hope you can't hear how my tomcat Frankie is knocking things down in the other room. It's a problem with him being a kitten. He climbs everything, he knocks everything down. It's a little frustrating for me. But hopefully once he, you know, calms down a little bit as he gets a bit older. Stupid chair creaking. Oop. Hang on. Frankie has jumped up on my lap. Is it cuddle time? Oh, I think it's cuddle time. Okay, you lie down on my lap. I'm gonna keep playing. There you are, May! Barley's granddaughter, and just look at her redesign. Isn't she just the sweetest thing you could look at? She's so cute. Hang on. No, Cliff already left, okay. Claws! No, unfortunate. Okay, I might have to wait a bit longer. I'm gonna talk to you. I think he liked grapes? I can't remember for certain. Oh, money. Yeah, we got the 800 together. Cool. I do want to wait a bit because I think the first rival event for Cliff and Ran, you have to go to the second floor around 7 p.m. or 6 p.m., I'm not sure. It's around that time when I dimly remember the requirements being. I'm gonna talk to all of them just in case. Incidentally, since in my personal file I kept giving ores to Cybera, and since Gray was there as well, oops, I gave him gifts as well, so by the end of spring, the beginning of summer, Gray was the first of the bachelors to go to a Purple Heart for me. Not a big thing if you think about it, because since he likes ore, it's, you know, pretty easy to woo him. Yes, Frankie, you are very, very adorable. Nope, okay. Worth a shot. Maybe it has to be on a different day. Yeah, Basil, even in the original version, I rarely ever paid attention to him or talked to him. He's just such a non-entity of a character for me. Also, something you probably noticed. Oh my god, only 10 minutes? We're not even quite 10 minutes in and we're already done with the day. Well, that's why I do multiple days for this playthrough. With the exception of the first one, because that was mostly introduction. I keep missing! What was I saying? I was talking about how Basil was non-entity for me. Oh yes. Maybe you noticed it previously, but you don't get fully healed up when you go to sleep. It does depend on how much health you had when you went to bed. Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow. Good. And we have... oh yeah, the goddess is going to have a birthday soon. Either way, in terms of how much health you regain from sleeping, it depends on how much health you had to begin with. In my personal file, by the time I had stopped, I had found 2 power berries, one of them being from the goddess, of course. And the other I had found in the field, and I noticed after a while I had like, what was it, 180 health in total. I generally ended up at not quite 150, 160 when I went to bed, and that just shows cooking is probably going to be more important than it was in the original. I don't remember how important it was in the original. Did I already talk to you? I think I did. Yes. Oh yes, something I wanted to show. Since some people are probably gonna wonder that. Yeah, I'm gonna take the sickle. Very careful, this is not Stardew Valley where your sickle and your weapons don't harm your crops. I can very well do that in this game. Either way, down here in the corner, you have grass. Also note that it completely disappears when you cut it down, so it is a nice little help that you can get fodder for your animals without having to spend money on grass seeds. But, you know, you want to be careful, because if you cut it down, it disappears completely. So that's a nice little thing to remember. You do have access to grass, and hence fodder, very soon. Pretty much immediately as you begin the game. Why am I going in here? No reason. Just 2. I have... If you think it's difficult to read the red writing on the brown background, it is. I'm having difficulty myself. I have 17 wood and 18 stone right now, okay. You don't have anything new for me either, okay. Oh, okay. Jennifer greets us and says, "Oh, she is taking in the energy of nature right now." What? Oh, come on, don't tell me you can't feel it. The singing of the birds. The sun rays, or, you know, hippie talk thing, you know? So we can either say, hang on, I have no idea what you're saying, or, yes, I can feel it. Guess which one is the better one. This is surprising for me a little bit because, This is not the first event I got in my personal file with her. I got a... It might have been a random event first, where she's waiting for Harris to arrive from his patrol so she can give him something. But yes, that was her Black Heart event. Also, I have no clue why there's a monkey. From what I know, you can't interact with it. I'm not sure if the goddess will appear while you're still technically in a heart event. So I'm just quick changing screen and resetting. Speaking of, it's 2 p.m. I should really get the brush. I have a total of 6 gold. I feel so accomplished. Dazai... There you are. You're apparently also to be able to get something like treats for him. Personally, I haven't found where to get those. The only thing I've seen sold at Barley's was seeds for, you know, miracle potions for the barn animals. Cool, I can jump diagonally. That's pretty neat. $370. What was it? The potatoes were 150 per bag, and the turnips 120. So 240, 360. Yeah, this works out. What is it, Chester? You want attention? Ouch. Maybe the first hard arrival event for Ran and Cliff was on Saturday? But I'm just gonna check, just in case. Also, for some reason, we can actually inspect the streetlights. Ah, there we go. She's basically asking if everything is okay. Huh. Didn't he in the original version say something like, you know, if you talk to him after this, Ran-chan is a really nice girl. You know, she's basically asking if everything is okay, and then she's like, hey, we two haven't really talked with each other before, right? So, why'd you come to Mineral Town? You know, was it vacation or was it work? I can't tell you that. Sorry. Yeah, just bringing something up out of the blue. Sorry. And then she leaves because she still has work to do, and he just says, you know, thanks for coming to talk with me anyway. Yeah, let's do a third date. Either way, something I want to point out now anyway, since it's Saturday. It's gonna be sunny. Nope. As you see, there is no shopping network channel on Saturdays anymore. This surprised me a little bit too, because I was like, well, where do you get all the other stuff then for the house, you know, like the fridge, the clock, stuff like that. But as we already saw, you get furniture from Gots. And something I was wondering, how do I get the kitchen then? You know, the kitchen, the various utensils. Well, turns out... Crap. There. I don't remember, do you get a power berry for knocking enough moles? I somehow remembered something occurring if you hit a total of 10 moles or something like that. Anyway, as it turns out, as I learned, the kitchen automatically comes with the house upgrade, and the furniture comes from Gots. And after you get the first house upgrade and the kitchen, Jeff sends you a letter telling you that he now offers one of the cooking utensils. So, even without a shopping network, everything plans out. You can still get stuff easily. Also, as you saw, our fatigue, stamina, whatever, is at smiley face. So we are a bit tired, but I think that's just automatically from it being rainy. Because I noticed that generally you get a smiley face when it's raining. Even if you're, or actually should be, perfectly healthy and all. But we can heal ourselves just by jumping into the hot spring again. Also, since, as I said, Van is tied to not only your amount of offerings to the goddess, but also to the house upgrade, all the more reason to get the house upgrade as soon as possible for me. Or at least soon, as I said. Not as soon as possible. Since, you know, you're sort of thinking, well, what is more important to you? Getting the house upgrade first? Or getting animals? Or getting the backpack upgrade? Personally, I noticed that the backpack upgrade, for me, wasn't as important as it was in the original version because things stack now. Especially since you start with, you know, 8 slots in the backpack now instead of starting with 2 and then getting 4 and a total of 8. So it's not that bad this time around. I mean, you have 8 slots here, each can hold 9 of an item, which is multiplication, 72. So you can carry 72 items around at once. No, wait. 81. Sorry. So... I don't have enough for another round of potatoes, but I can get the turnips that I was thinking of. I understand wanting to tease someone, but it's not okay to tease them just because you think it's funny. Well, that was Ellie's Black Heart event and the Black Heart Rival event. Still don't get anything from you, alright. Also, I have reset my Joy-Cons to factory settings, and so far it doesn't seem to be acting up, knock on wood. Something else I actually wanted to mention about cutting grass. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened when I showed it, but you can get herbs dropped along with oh man, my brain is... I noticed that with the other videos, I start saying something and then my brain just stops, and I need to collect my thought again about what the heck I was trying to say. I probably sound dumber than I am. Aside from getting fodder, you can also get herbs dropping when you cut grass, so... Also, yeah, that... what was it? It doesn't give anything, or... No, it gives 1. Sure. Oops. 460, not bad. The potatoes should be ready by tomorrow, which means as soon as I put them into the shipping bin, I should be able to rebuy new seeds and plant them. Also, as you see, our fatigue went back down to smiley face instead of pink face. Which, as I said, I'm pretty sure it's just plain because of the bad weather. Honestly, in my personal file, I ended up getting a thunderstorm in summer. Quite common, actually. And I completely forgot that you can't go outside when a storm is going on. I was so used to the other Story of Seasons games, like A New Beginning and Trio of Towns, stuff like that, where you can go outside when there's a thunderstorm going on or a blizzard, except you get a pretty noticeably big penalty to your health if you do anything outside. Also, people will tell you to not worry them by going outside in such weather. So, I'll see you for the next video.